And welcome to the advanced version of Custodial Trap, the game. Remember, Custodial Trap is a move type. This is a game meant to show off that move type. This is the advanced version. Watch the intro version to learn how the pieces move in the basic win by capturing one. That's the introductory level. The intermediate version, which we did a video on, which you watch that, we'll introduce how to do the win by connecting the pieces into a single group that's connected vertically and or horizontally, aka orthogonally. This one here, as you see, you have 18 pieces per side. 18 pieces per side. The way this works is we're going to use the Metaism method, or possibly the limited Dutch author if you prefer. The way this works is that, pick a color first. Let's say red is going to go first. One player is going to set up, just put pieces down on the board, like this, somewhere, and put some or all on the board. Anywhere inside this box they can do this if they want. Doesn't matter where they place it. I'll do that. That flips over like that. Now let's say we're done. Whatever, just pick this way here. There are more traps out. There's one like this here. And he would set it up this way. Remember, red's supposed to go first. So, using that, with all the pieces left over, you'd have a large number drop. You could start with the board empty, whatever else. He would then offer it to the other player. The other player can decide to play red or black, and then pass it back to the player set up originally. Let's say he's going to... By the way, you can play with that, or you can just do what's the Metaism method, which is just offer it now. You can also do the limited Dutch offer, where the other person can add pieces, adjust pieces to one side, so on and so forth. Let's say he's going to adjust red. And then he sets it up that way, like this. Now it puts back the first player. Then the first player would end up deciding whether to play red or black, person who set up first. So you can have a lot of flexibility. You could say, we're going to play with the board empty and do it that way. Or play with, hey, let's say, for example, one piece. Something as simple as this. Let's say, for example, like that, like that, like that, and saying, we're done. And then they can play with all the pieces on the board and set up. You play with all the pieces on the board. That will end up filling up every single space. You'll play with a few, leave a hole in the middle. There's a lot of flexibility. Anyhow, this is the advanced version. It added one where one person sets up both sides and the other person plays. Other person picks it. Anyhow, that's fairly simple. I did want to separate it here because it requires probably want to play a lot with the other ones there. You can, by the way, this version here, you could play the intro game with capturing with just putting the pieces on the board like that if you want, and not have the connecting by groups. You want to get really wild in a hyper advanced version, you could add rules, give one side more of an advantage. You could play with different piece types. You could add different things here. You could play, let's say, for example, you could have a king piece that has to be protected. They can also win and capture. There's a lot of flexibility if you want to add a lot to a metagame. You can do other things with the game also. And again, the Metaism method allows that. Now, I do want to thank you for watching this. May your die always roll 5.